Welcome to the Allied Commanders Challenge. I am your host, Liam TW. This is Headshots for Head Cancer, and I am the King of Chemo. We are doing the Allied Only Commanders Challenge. The Allied Only Commanders Challenge is very simple. You do the Commanders Challenge, but you're not allowed to move anywhere other than the one faction that you chose to do from the very start. This is the Allies, afterwards will be the Soviets, after that will be the Empire.
Gunship start flying overhead. Zoom.
New construction options. Training.
Poor man's Hugh Grant.
On hold. Cancelled. Construction complete.
On time as always.
Building. Training.
So they have a couple of pooches hanging around. So
Construction complete.
don't just
New
send your
construction options.
engineers out
Building.
blindly.
Ready, sir. Where's the trouble?
And they have many a Spectre gunship around, but they're kind of...
Oil derrick captured.
It's almost like they're not attached to the base
Where's the trouble?
Enemy
AI.
units detected.
And I don't mean that like a sort of a foundational thing. I just mean the actual, there's two bases on this level. They don't really control the Spectres. The Spectres are their own
New
thing.
construction
Ready, sir.
options.
Where's the trouble?
Building.
Prospector on duty.
Def,
A
right here.
unit is under attack.
On point.
Unit lost.
No!
Def, right here.
Dog fights are meant to be aerial.
Def, right here.
Construction complete.
Def, right here.
Cannot deploy here.
I wonder how many times that
New
actually happened
construction
in
options.
Def,
Building.
right here.
any of the world
Building.
wars.
Engineer on duty.
Dog from one nation attacking a dog from a different nation.
Oil derrick captured.
All right, who's my first pickup? Someone call for transport. Cool.
Training. Construction complete. Training.
All right, who's my first pickup?
Would
Building.
they have a different tweak to their culture?
Building.
Like, you know, if you
Tactical unit. Keeping the
humans, if you put them, you know, from various nations and they couldn't necessarily speak the same languages and no one was there to translate between them all, you could put them on a starship or whatever, and I think they would learn to get along. They'd work their differences out a little bit.
Enemy engineer.
Enough to
detected.
survive, anyway. Enough to work as a team in some regard. But I wonder,
Construction complete.
the difference is if a Chinese society went off, and then an American society went off, and then an Irish society went off, and I don't know, a Swahili society went off. You know, they'd all kind of
Right here.
do things a little bit differently.
Confirmed.
Would a Japanese dog, how different would they be from how their owners treated them?
Watch the incoming. Yeah, that's how it happens. Cool. That's 10-4. Better buckle up.
Building.
Like dogs,
full day. Yes, sirree.
never mind so much how much they're loved. They're certainly babied a lot more now than
Designated driver.
in the 50s or whatever. But in terms of how much people care about their dogs, I don't think that has
Engineer detected.
changed dramatically. But I wonder how much it has changed their
A unit is under
a
attack.
dog's psyche. You know,
Unit lost.
when was the last time you heard of a dog that lives in a kennel?
Doors always open.
Our first family dog was a kennel dog.
10-4.
Spent all his life outside.
Hey, keep those chambers hot. Don't stop.
Alright, so that's just to break up the building of anything and also the technology, so now they won't have tanks.
Gotcha.
Enemy building captured.
And this could, if you do the right thing.
A unit is under attack.
Ah.
Our base is under attack. Structure
Get your
sold.
helmets on.
Oh, that looks weird. Glitchy.
Building.
Yeah, my first dog, family dog, I didn't really like him. He's a terrier and he's really smelly. Probably because he was outside all the fucking time. But, like, you know, during the winter, it doesn't get too cold in Ireland, but, you know, it gets cold enough sometimes. It gets a bit snowy.
Enemy units
And I don't remember him having, like, a
unit is under
insulation or anything like that.
Our base is
And nowadays, like
attack. Repairing.
when I was getting my puppy from the farm,
Unit lost.
I was there thinking like, this is monstrous. How are these poor dogs alive? They're in a farm, open air. They're only little wee things.
A collector is under attack.
Rear tag
Construction
here.
complete.
But I mean, humans are
New construction
well able
options.
to do that as well. It's just we're
Enemy
so
units
used to
detected.
clothes.
Building.
We didn't survive an ice age without being a bit
Civil
tough.
call for transport. Sounds alright.
Construction complete. Our base is under attack.
What's going on?
We didn't run around killing everything we wanted during an ice age without being a bit tough.
A unit is under attack.
What we gonna do? Of course, my friend. Watch the traffic.
Ah, no.
Rear tag here. Keeping it smooth. We're at.
Our base is under attack.
What's going on?
Unit lost.
Ready for you, man.
Spectres really are juggernauts of the
A unit
sky.
is under attack.
What's going on? What you got cooking? Hit the blue.
Building.
Having a good time, eh? I like this one. Nice waters here, eh? Steady.
They kind of are the juggernauts, just like in Tiberian Wars.
Construction complete.
The artillery in the sky. They're tough though. Actually, juggernauts aren't weak. I think that's the sort of appeal of them as artillery. You can take a couple of hits. Most artillery in most games are usually weak.
Building. On hold. Cancelled.
Let her rip.
Construction complete. Training.
Jeff, right here.
Building.
Right here. Jeff, right here.
Enemy units detected.
Yup, let's see what she can do. Let me show you around.
Bring your daughters to the slaughter. Are they even at half health yet?
Let me show you around. Ready for you, man. What's up? What we gonna do? First pickup. All right, who's my first pickup? Let's take her out for a cruise. Nice water.
Switch them around just to get the
Upgrade complete.
So it's coming
more
Construction
hero,
options.
heroic, legendary status.
Sounds alright.
On hold. Cancelled.
Where's the trouble? Arm response.
A unit is under attack.
Right here. Ready, sir. Where's the trouble? On alert. Taking position. Jeff,
Gotcha.
Our base is under attack.
where's the trouble? Tactical unit. Jeff, right here.
Sounds alright. Yeah. Keeping it smooth. Sounds alright.
Right here.
So it's coming up.
And release.
Contact. Tango's dead ahead. That's affirmative. 10-4,
Enemy
sir.
units detected.
What's the
Unit
situation?
lost.
I do really like the effect in this game where... Oh, what the hell happened there?
Let's see what she can do.
Wasn't a bomber, was it? I really like the way if you get injured enough to a certain point, you then get slow.
Enemy base detected.
Feels a lot more
Enemy engine
fair.
detected. A unit is under attack.
Assault destroyer. Taking the door.
You know, you do enough damage, and if you want to keep up the pursuit, you'll get it rather than they get fingernail close and they get away. Like in reality.
Building.
Right here.
Doors always open. Gotcha.
Tactical unit. Jeff, confirmed.
Alright, who's my first pickup?
On hold. Cancel.
Right here.
Training.
On point. En route. Standing by.
Designated driver.
Talk to me.
Alright, who's my
Enemy
first
base
pickup?
detected.
What's the
I
situation?
don't think we're even going above tier 1 here,
Taking position.
except for the aircraft carrier.
Doors always open.
How can I help?
Spoke too soon there, didn't you? You know.
First pickup with that.
A unit is under attack.
On time as always.
Unit lost.
That shot. Make some way.
Insufficient funds.
Copy that, Elfman. Nailed it. Keep loading those guns. We've got a new heading.
do like the assault destroyers, but I don't actually think that they're that good.
Is under attack. Enemy engineer detected.
They're just not agile enough. And I know the whole point of them being a unit that can crush means that they shouldn't be able to move around quickly.
Need a repair? Excelsior.
But they're no MCV. MCV is, you know,
Engineer on duty.
it takes a lot of work to take down an MCV. They don't quite have that same sort of flair to them. And their gun is quite poo-poo.
Enemy engineer detected. A unit is under attack. Enemy units detected.
But then again, I suppose the whole point is that their defense is really bulky.
Hey, keep those chambers hot. Yup. Nice spot up here, eh? Watch
Unit lost.
Come on, splash. Get your helmets on.
Ah, for God's sake.
Sounds alright.
Wow.
Unit is under attack.
They really did nothing to that.
Riptide here. Cool.
Okay, this should help
No
out.
complaints. Engines running. Riptide here.
I'm listening, sir.
Garage captured.
Engines running.
Oh, garage. It's a car hole.
Enemy units detected. Dry dock captured.
Of course, my friend. Yes. Scrambled in eggs.
Enemy base detected.
Fly with glory. Engines at full.
Building.
So what's coming up? Heading ashore.
A unit is under attack. Unit lost.
What's going on?
Oh, where the Hydras where I need them.
Enemy units detected.
Air fleet engaged.
Let's just knock these out. Oh, I didn't even upgrade them.
Aeronautics upgrade authorized. Surgical strike ready.
Engines running. Sounds alright.
Enemy base detected. A unit is under
Sounds
attack.
alright. I'll go with that.
Our base is under attack.
Stop that beat.
Enemy engineer detected.
I think it always makes everyone a little bit sad when the dogs get hurt.
Scanning perimeter. Affirmative. En route. On point. Confirmed.
Go ahead, command.
Tactical unit.
It's weird whenever you see a German Shepherd and they're such happy looking dogs and they're fucking killers. Yeah, doing good for time. And I don't mean killers in the sense that they are, you know, particularly aggressive dogs, but, you know, like if they want to, you know, take you to the mat, they can do that.
Building.
Finest in the pool. Out of our way.
What you got cooking?
A unit is under attack.
This is going to be a sort of a base trade thing, I think.
Bombardment underway.
It's just going to be who can destroy who rather than taking out their units first.
We're not done with them. Radar's all lit up.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
Salary, man.
Watch the shrapnel.
Come a little closer.
A unit is under attack.
Consider it done.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to destroy my units quickly enough. I'm just getting all the stuff at the back and then keeping the vision so that the aircraft carriers can get the ones at the front. And this is G.
Victorious.
I thought for sure those gunships would have finished you off.
Which stands for Goo Girls, of course. German Goo Girls. There's a classy website. Send that to your mother for Mother's Day. She'll think, ah, my proud son. And you are a son, because there are no women in the world that have ever played an RTS game. They do not exist. They are They're fictitious humans. Fantasies. Except for several of my friends that do it. But never mind them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed my blundering attempt at being as entertaining as possible during my education of how to best do a challenge and how to do it as a certain faction. And yeah, if you want to donate to the charitable cause, you know what to do.